been telling us for ages they don't want us. Oh, we're not making movies for you anymore. They're not for you. It's for these other groups of people. If you don't like it, you can leave. Go somewhere else. Okay. Now that people are doing that, Hollywood celebrities plead with movie fans, please go back to theaters. At the Big Screen is Back initiative on Wednesday, Arnold Schwarzenegger and J.J. Abrams joined fellow filmmakers and Hollywood studio executives in an effort to motivate a return to the theater-going lifestyle. Oh, man. It's not going to happen. And here's what, I've mentioned this plenty of times before, but I've been saying from the start of this pandemic that theaters are dead for good. Even people who don't have a bone to pick with Hollywood, there's one problem here. Going to the movies has been obsolete since big screen TVs and surround sound systems became commonplace in your average person's home. Even if they're willing to risk killing their grandma to go see a movie, for the past decade, or if not more, the only reason to go to a theater has been habit. It's a habit we've had since we were kids. Oh, we went to movies as kids. We're going to keep going to movies as adults. That's just how it works. Or it's a social thing. People go to theaters to hang out. You and your friends are looking for something to do. It's like, oh, let's go watch this movie. Why not? But either way, it's a habit. And the habit is broken. Sports ball is the same thing. Ever since they decided to get woke, now sports ball should be booming right now. Maybe not in-person attendance, obviously, but watching it on TV. People are stuck at home, right? They're afraid to go outside. They should be more than happy to watch your sports ball on TV. But it's failing. It's plummeting because they're driving their own customers away. And with both movies and sports ball, once people break the habit, it's very hard, if not impossible, for them to get it back. Because when the habit is broken, it's not like they sit there vegetating with nothing to do for 3 hours. No, people find other things to do. And they might find something they enjoy a whole lot more than watching sports ball or movies. And then when the sports ball and movies are back to form, they'll be like, oh, that's nice, but I found this other stuff. That's the danger. That's one of the reasons why American comics are never going to recover. Once they drove everyone to manga, you think the manga readers are going to come back to American comics when there's all that awesomeness on the manga side they still haven't read yet? Hell no. So theaters are dead. Now, I mean, when I say dead, I mean they're going to become a niche, basically like drive-through theater, drive-in theaters. Drive-in theaters they've been around for ages, and they're still around now as a small niche. And that's what regular theaters are going to be as well. Just like arcades here in the West. Arcades may still be big in parts of Asia, but arcades are pretty much dead in America. They do still exist in some places, but they are a niche attraction. And that's what movie theaters are going to be going forward. The event was socially distanced and held at AMC Century City 15 Theater in LA. Before speaking, Schwarzenegger chanted, "We are back, we are back." He described the importance of getting movie theaters back into commission and creating the experience of attending a movie in theaters once again. It's not going to happen, man. Especially once people realized that they can just sit at home and watch something on a streaming service for no extra cost usually, and they don't have to deal with shrieking crotch fruits and other loud, obnoxious people. They're not going to want to go back to the theaters, man. Now it's time to get back to the big screen, Schwarzenegger told the conference. Other speakers included Jar Jar Abrams, Maggie Q, Sam Richardson, Janixa Bravo, and David Bruckner. If you have the movie and you don't have the theaters, you don't have nothing, Schwarzenegger said. Well, yes, I mean, considering it's a double negative, you're absolutely correct. You don't have nothing. You have the future. As others have theorized, the era of the blockbuster is done. It's over. Yeah, part of the reason they were able to make these multi-billion-dollar blockbusters was because of the money from the theaters. So, but what are they going to do? Are they going to start charging you $50 to rent a movie for a day on streaming services? Who's going to pay that? Yes, we've seen over the past year in the pandemic that people watch movies on their little iPhone and iPad and put on their glasses to see what's going on there. They are missing special and visual effects and all the great stuff you usually see on the big screen. No, they're not. This is very discriminatory to far-sighted people right here. Because myself, as a nearsighted person, among the only times I wear my glasses is like the once every couple of years I go to movie theaters. Because otherwise, I would prefer a smaller screen up close than a giant screen far away that I need to squint to see. And besides, there's also the fact that you can play things on your TV. All the streaming services are available on TV somehow, whether through those streaming sticks or through plugging your computer in, plugging your damn phone into the TV and using that as an output. Each speaker reportedly pushed the revival of theaters as the film industry begins to recover from the pandemic, during which audiences became accustomed to experiencing movies and television shows at home. And that's why theaters are dead. The habit has been broken. All these people are realizing how much time and money they're saving not going to the theaters, and they've probably replaced it with something else. They probably found another hobby. The event lasted 3 hours and was probably not viewed by anybody, and also included movie clips and trailers from Disney, Sony, and other studios. Extended footage was reportedly displayed from Warner Brothers' In the Heights, Disney's Cruella, Universal's F9, Paramount's Snake Eyes, and Aretha Franklin's biopic Respect from MGM Studios and United Artists Releasing. None of that interests me. So you see what Japan's doing? Why don't you make something like Demon Slayer? Why don't you make some decent anime? Maybe then we'll go. That might convince me to go back to the theaters. As it stands, though, yeah, there's nothing that I'm interested in. Kind of like the AAA gaming landscape. There's pretty much nothing coming out I actually care about. For almost a year now, there's not a single AAA game on the horizon I'm looking forward to. Oh man, I am so excited to tell you guys right now that finally, after about a year of build-up and shilling, we have launched Blade Devil on Indiegogo, and so far it is doing so well thanks to awesome people like you. If you haven't backed it yet, then please check the links in the description and check out Blade Devil on Indiegogo. You will not be disappointed. Looking forward to seeing you there.